Hey guys, welcome back to my Wolfed Out New Vegas series. I am Roarin. Now in this particular adventure, before I make my attack on Nelson, I decide to check up on the ranger stations, fixing their security codes, and find out somebody's been feeding them false information. So, we narrow it down and we head to find out why somebody has been falsifying reports. So, join me on this adventure and enjoy. Finally my scuttlebots came back last night. Let me roll my sleeping bag up and delivered all those coded messages to all those outposts. Man, one took forever. What was it? The one that hit to... yeah, Foxtrot Station. Damn. Some of these are pretty far away. Well, we should be all good now.
Welcome back.
I managed to send all the ranger stations their codes, their new security codes for you.
Glad to hear it. I'll switch over all radio broadcasts to the new encrypted channels. This ought to help us stay a step ahead of any spies. Before you go, I've got another job available.
What else do you need me to do?
We've received some disturbing reports from some of the ranger stations. Heavy casualties at Alpha, super mutant legionaries at Delta. The weirdest one has to be the Great Khans and their trained death claws at Foxtrot. These reports can't be accurate, can they? I know you've already been out there, but could you do me a solid and confirm these reports with the rangers who sent them in?
Alright, have you heard anything unusual about the other ranger stations?
Nothing is severe. Charlie seems to be getting a lot of extra medical supplies for some reason, while Bravo hasn't requested a resupply in a while. Echo has been reporting heavy Legion activity down on their end, but that's about it.
Okay. I'll investigate and let you know what I'll find out there.
Thank you, and good luck. Bye.
Alright, this might need a little bit more than scuttlebots to go ahead and investigate. Delta's just right over the ridge. Alpha's just right over there. Foxtrot's going to be the one that might take a little while to get to. Let's go ahead.
We won't go quietly. The Legion can count on that.
Now, I'm doing all this just in case things go wrong with the rescue and Nelson. I might be able to recruit some people too from these ranger stations if everything goes well. Probably a sure enough. Yeah, sure enough. Ooh. Huh. Been finding these perception bobbleheads all over the place. But with enough reinforcements, we might be able to take Nelson back quite easily and give enough discretion where I can probably save the hostages, because I hear they are having hostages.
Why are you still here?
What are you doing here?
I'm in charge of the radio, hence the title Comm Officer. I'd much rather be out on patrol since nothing much happens around here. Ma'am?
I wonder, should I scout around? What the hell? Why is there a robot down there?
No sudden moves and you and I will do all right. What do you want?
Did you happen to file a report which said Legion super mutants wiped out an NCR patrol?
No, I didn't. You might hear that kind of nonsense from a drunk trooper on the strip, but not from me. The Legion doesn't have super mutants. That patrol was wiped out by its own incompetence. A couple of the troopers were fooling around with a grenade when it went off.
What are you doing out here?
Keeping watch on the river and looking for anyone trying to cross it. The Legion likes to send infiltration teams over on rafts.
Alright then.
See you around.
Okay. That was a false, bogus report. Why is there a Robo-Brain out here?
Hello, ma'am.
He must be NCR property. The Robo-Brains kind of give me this, like, bad feeling. Well, there's Hoover Dam. Alright, let's head over to the next, ranger station, I guess, since there's nothing bad here. Oh, gotta be careful.
Hey, welcome aboard.
Doesn't look like anything's fishy happening here.
This is a military outpost. Why are you here?
Sergeant Reyes sent me. She's curious about the high casualties at this station.
High casualties? We've had one broken ankle, but nobody at this post has died.
That's weird. Reyes's information say otherwise.
Any injury, illness, or death gets radioed to Ranger HQ at Camp Golf. Chief Hanlon and his aides compile the reports and assign reinforcements as needed. And they're not needed here.
I wonder how could Reyes be wrong?
There are other ranger posts around. Reyes might have mixed up the report.
No. I think somebody's giving out false reports. Are you lying to keep morale up?
Do a fucking head count then. Everybody's right where they're supposed to be.
Alright then.
Reyes got the numbers wrong. Not much more to it than that.
Is there any interesting places around this area?
Have you ever heard the story of the bomber that crashed into the lake before the war? Supposedly it's mostly intact, even after all that time.
Ooh. Okay.
So long.
There's a bomber in a lake. I might have to go searching for that later. But we have to head over to Ranger Station Foxtrot, which is on the other side of New Vegas. This is going to be a long walk.
Patrolling the Mojave almost makes you wish for a nuclear winter.
And there's nothing out of the ordinary here either.
No run-ins with the Great Khans, I hope. They've been more restless than usual.
I need to confirm your report about the Great Khans. With trained death claws?
You must be mistaken. I haven't filed any report like that. Trained death claws? I would have remembered that. If someone is saying I filed that report, that's a load of crap. I won't have my name attached to a clerical error.
What do you know about the Great Khans anyway?
Tough, independent, and as ruthless as they come. They're holed up in Red Rock Canyon, and it's this station's job to keep an eye on them. Be careful out there.
So all of those are bogus reports. We have to head back quickly, as fast as we can, and tell her about all these weird things, I guess. Yeah, somebody's screwing up with the reports.
Welcome back.
The Rangers' versions of the reports they sent to Camp Gulf don't match what you have received.
I knew it. Every one of the false reports was signed off by Chief Hanlon at Camp Gulf. But why would the Chief manipulate the reports? I need you to take everything we found to Chief Hanlon and confront him with it. I don't want to make this public unless we have to.
All right then.
Bye.
Okay. Camp Gulf. That's not that far away from Ranger Station Alpha. Huh. And there's a vault nearby, too. Might explore that later.
Hello? Hi, are you there? Oh, right. You can't respond. Listen, I'm using your robot as a relay to get this message to you. I've picked up some unusual chatter regarding your robot. It seems that it has some information that we could use. Oh, wait, where are my manners? This is Lorenzo, a knight with the Brotherhood of Steel. We'd be very interested in examining your tech. Could you bring your robot to one of our patrols so they can examine it? I'll have the robot mark the location on your map.
Holy crap. Somebody just hacked into Edie. But only the communications network. Might have to check upon that later. Right now I'm kind of busy. This must be Camp Gulf. Who do I go see? I mean, where do I find him? Oh wow, this place is pretty set up nicely. With a bunch of old golf carts.
We won't go quietly. The Legion can count on that.
Okay.
Hello?
This looks just like barracks, so nothing interesting here. Hello? Is there anyone in charge? Holy shit, they're quite stocked up. Oh, they got quartz, Nuka-Cola quartz. I'm gonna have to come back here.
Hey,
Hello?
hello? Don't tell the troopers, but the grub here is way better than the mess tent.
I bet.
Glad you're with us.
Hello? What the hell is that? Lucky 38 VIP card? That could probably be useful. Sounds like a casino room. Hello? Huh. Who are you? I wonder what that big robot is behind you. Hello?
Back west, you don't see too many of these. Lakes, I mean. Natural or man-made. Any kind, really. We neglected the dams or pumped all the water out a long time ago. Owens, Isabella, the San Luis. Drained the aquifers of everything they had. Just a lot of mud and dust now. It's a different feeling watching the sun come up over the water. Takes some getting used to. But if you're here long enough, it starts to seem normal. That's what a ranger's life is now, looking east. You must be the courier folks have been talking about. Word on the radio is that someone wronged you back in Good Springs. The Mojave has a way of burning decent people up, but it sounds like you've done right by the NCR. It's appreciated. Now what can I do for you?
Tell me about yourself.
Folks around here call me the chief, but handling's just fine. The Rangers run themselves pretty well, but I try to lend a hand. Mostly administrative work, helping coordinate intel on the radio. That and keeping an eye on the fires growing across the water.
So you're the person I'm looking for. How do you coordinate the intel?
It's a simple system when it works. Patrol Rangers radio intel to ranger stations. Comm Rangers send the intel up the station chain until it reaches Camp Gulf. Then I or one of the other Rangers on duty organize the data, evaluate it, and send information to camps or troopers in the field.
Why don't the ranger stations send intel directly to the troopers?
Comm Rangers might have an incomplete picture of the situation. There's a lot going on out there. Intel needs to be coordinated through Gulf so we can verify and advise appropriately. Troopers have enough to deal with. We don't want them questioning their intel.
Right. Do you know anything about the problems out there?
I don't know, Technical Sergeant Reyes, but coordinating intel can be messy sometimes. Things get mixed up, people get confused. Heck, I get confused, and I've been doing this for a long time now. What he or she sees as a problem might be standard operating procedure. That's not to say Reyes is wrong for being concerned, but it's easy for the sand to get in your eyes out here.
Right. Can you give me some advice?
Well, the logical thing to do is to check with the patrol rangers and comm officers. Don't be too discouraged if some things don't match up. Different people see different things, and sometimes the meaning gets twisted, lost in static from person to person.
Right.
Shoot.
What do you know about Caesar?
The best of the best, and worst of the worst. He came out of NCR, one of the followers of the Apocalypse. Like a lot of the followers, he went out in the wilderness with a partner to try to help those who needed helping. Not much different from how the Rangers used to be, except with books and medicine instead of guns.
Wait, he was originally NCR? Where did he go?
Out to the Grand Canyon. He met a missionary from Utah, a man by the name of Joshua Graham. Graham helped translate for the followers and the tribes. All three of them got nabbed by the Blackfoots down there, back when they were still at war with every other tribe in the Southwest.
How did a follower wind up becoming Caesar?
Somewhere along the way, he realized he needed to educate the Blackfoots or they were going to get wiped out with the rest of the tribe. Showed them how to use guns, how to make explosives. Once he taught the Blackfoots a thing or two, they needed him. And he no longer needed the followers, NCR, or anyone else. He decided he could remake the tribes of the Southwest whether they wanted it or not. He became Caesar, and Joshua Graham became his legate, his right hand. And that's where Graham stayed until Hoover Dam.
So what happened to Graham after Hoover Dam?
Losing the dam was the worst defeat the Legion ever suffered. Graham had been with Caesar since the beginning, but he had to set an example. The Praetorians covered Graham in pitch, lit him on fire, and down into the Grand Canyon he went.
So that was the end of Graham?
It's not that clear cut. You have to understand, Graham was the toughest son of a gun anyone around these parts had ever seen. Before Hoover, we had 5 kill reports on Graham from Rangers and 1st Recon sharpshooters who tried to take him out. Some folks think he's still alive. Call him the Burned Man.
So are the Blackfoot part of the Legion now?
Yes and no. The Blackfoots don't exist anymore. Just like any other tribe that gets swallowed by the Legion. Caesar takes the tribal out of the tribe. Scrapes and burns off tattoos, breaks up families, forces mixed breeding so all the old loyalties die away. The only tribe in the Legion is the Legion. Caesar is the chief, father, and god, all rolled into one. Shoot.
Okay. So what has the Legion been up to, do you know?
Not too long ago, they took Nelson and Searchlight. They got some camps on the eastern shore of the Colorado, and the monstrosity on the hill across the lake. That's for Caesar. Some folks don't believe he's here yet, but you can tell. He's the eye of the storm. It all roils and spins around him. You don't have to see the man to see the effect he has.
So tell me about Nelson.
Nelson was barely set up. We had a big stretch of unprotected land between Forlorn Hope and Searchlight, and Nelson was the solution. A Decanus named Dead Sea took the place and caused a lot of damage.
So that's probably who I'm going to be facing off against. So what happened at Searchlight?
Searchlight was worse. One of Caesar's Frumentari must have found something in there. Flooded the whole camp with radiation.
Holy crap.
Shoot.
So how are the NCR doing?
It's no secret we've had better campaigns. Holding this whole length of river isn't easy. We're stretched thin and the long 15 just keeps getting longer. Slow to get supplies, slower to get reinforcements. NCR's Senate has got funds tied up at the Boneyard. And President Kimball ordered our most experienced rangers to chase ghosts down at Baja.
Why are the funds tied up at the Boneyard?
Senate elections are coming up. Local representatives don't want to push any more funding to the Mojave campaign because it's unpopular. Most of the folks around the boneyard haven't been to New Vegas and probably never will. All they know is that their money gets sucked away to this desert and their brothers, sisters, sons, and daughters die here.
And what's going on in Baja?
It's complicated. It goes way back. I told President Kimball that we need more rangers here. He accepted that, but took the most experienced ones and sent them south. Patrol rangers are good men and women, but we're about to fight a war.
What about the troopers?
You've seen it yourself. Some of them don't even have proper service rifles or armor. Our heavy infantry, power armor units, they're back in NCR territory protecting the interests of Brahmin barons against small-time raiders. Brahmin barons only have one vote at the ballot box, but they have a lot of money to throw around.
Let's see, what else?
Shoot.
I'm also investigating some intel problems for Technical Sergeant Reyes back at Camp Forlorn.
Interesting that she would wrangle someone else into sorting out the problem. But I suppose you're in the right place. A lot of intel comes through here.
So you're not going to tell me anything?
Shoot.
I know you're the one who's been manipulating the intelligence data.
Hold on. If we're gonna have this conversation, let's go somewhere more private. Don't worry, not much bite left in this old dog.
Good. Because if he does, I'm ready for him.
We won't go quietly. The Legion can count on that.
Sorting and manipulating intelligence is what I do. It's what Rangers are supposed to do. This job isn't all gunfighting and gulping shots of whiskey, no matter what the boys and ladies out there say.
Somewhat, it does make sense to falsify reports just in case somebody's listening, but you're inventing your own intelligence reports. I've seen the logs and talked to the Rangers.
You have you? Misdirection. When you're pinned down, outnumbered, and 2 days from any help, it's just about the best friend you can have. Misdirection's what saved me all these years. It's what saved us at Hoover Dam. But it's been 5 years now, and Caesar's right across that lake. He's closer now than he ever was before. I was a young man once. I know what it's like to want to fight for your home. But this isn't it.
Right. Why did you do it?
It's never gonna end. This fight with Caesar. People back home don't know what these young men and women are in for. The Legion is the worst enemy we've ever faced. But we can't stop Caesar here. Not without getting a lot of good people killed. More than anyone cares to count up. But even if we do stop him, I don't see how we're ever going to be able to pull out.
I faced against tougher enemies than him. Faced against the Enclave and defeated them into dirt. Aren't you fighting for the people of New Vegas?
We're fighting on their behalf, but Mr. House and the families are stringing us up inch by inch. They'll drain us dry while we fight and die over this dam. We offered them sanctuary in NCR territory before, but they won't listen. Troopers and Rangers have been dying here for more than 5 years while the families sit pretty behind that. damn wall.
Tell me, how does you spreading false intel help anything?
People back home don't listen. They don't care. Senators, Brahmin barons, folks who are just trying to make it from day to day. It's been so many years that people forget about it. Conscription brings in fresh troops that die here every month, like it's routine. And even if we hold this dam, what then? Are we gonna send the NCR's men and women to die here for another 5 years? 10? Patrol the whole length of the Colorado for hundreds of miles? Holding this dam, it'll be the death of us.
But what does that accomplish?
Creating fear and instability among the troopers without causing harm. It's the only thing I could think of to shake things up. It took some people getting killed to realize I'd gone too far. I had to stop.
So, what do you think I should do about this?
First thing that comes to mind is to turn me in. But that might not be the best play, all things considered. Even if your heart's in the right place, I reckon it might do a lot more harm than good.
Right. So, what will you do if I don't turn you in?
Oliver can't stand that Rangers got credit for victory at Hoover. Whatever I recommend, he does the opposite. I said I wanted us on the ridge. He put them right on the western part of the dam itself. We don't have enough firepower to hold that spot. If the troopers fall back, and they will, the Rangers will advance to cover Oliver's retreat. We lose the dam, Oliver and the center are ruined.
What about you and the Rangers?
Rangers are volunteers. Every man and woman who signs up is willing to die for the NCR, myself included. A lot of this is my fault. It's only right that I stand with them.
Right. You know that's crazy, right?
Maybe 50 Rangers will die on that dam. We lose over 1,000 troopers every year. Being here is crazy. Getting out's the only sane thing to do.
I still can't let you do this. I have to turn you in.
Fair enough. You want to do this the right way, go get one of the Rangers. Don't worry, I'm not going to run out on you.
Hello. We won't go quietly. The Legion can count on that.
Team, I can't find a commanding officer. Hey, you locked the door. Hello? I messed up. I made a mistake. I thought I could help get us out of here, but it didn't work out. What? What is he saying? I can barely make it out. Rangers get injured all the time. It is part of the job, but if you lose a few fingers, you get a bad break. We rely on each other too much to let our infirmaries become a liability. A Ranger knows when it's time. Oh no. No. Somewhere along the way, something broke inside me. I couldn't find us a way out of this desert. I wrestled with it, and it took me long. He was going to give the Legion the dam by trying to force the NCR to leave, to go back west. Send me all the Legion you can. I'll be waiting for them.
That shot came from the chief's office.
He just offed himself.
Chief, why did you do it?
No way. Shot himself with this gun. I'm gonna take it for evidence. But still, he didn't have to shoot himself. Well, hell. He just offed himself. I guess that does it. And that takes care of the false leaks. But still, he didn't have to shoot himself. Well, might as well explore a little bit of this place since we're here. And then head back to Camp Forlorn to attack Nelson and save the rest of the Rangers that have been kidnapped and captured. Hey guys, thanks for watching my Wolfed Out New Vegas series. Now, be sure to comment and subscribe if you so feel like it. If you want to know the other LP series on my channel, I have them just right up here. Check them out. If you want to know the mods I use, I put them in the description below, so all you have to do is look. Now you guys, stay furry, and I will see you all in the next video. Bye-bye.